Welcome to the space, a place for you to connect and realize your true self as you unfold moment by moment. Kuresha klan devinaktrose sachan kata dam tianoktia vaso kenibreta klon kletnoxeno si vishtavon kanimra klasho David ke Zarvin Sorian Karies Vanta Kele Brushnak Yeno Sat in Leveshnak da Ankosha Donvine Klan Shu Deva Kran Eno Kiraso Kyanda Ikena Se Vasho Damsha Akochiane Klaotu Shu Van Shaitino Klasho Van Shotika. We live in a changing world, constantly, seemingly in turmoil. We see many possibilities and many calamities. So it may be difficult to find a place of peace, but to realize that you are peace itself. The very presence of the consciousness as you transform from what you were into what you become moment by moment. To access consciousness is your privilege and your responsibility. For it is those that connect in this space are supporting transformation for the whole world. It's not a selfish thing. It's very unselfish. But to live and have your being as your true self, the consciousness, is the walk you walk moment by moment. To be all that you can be through allowing and presence. That is a privilege offered to you through consciousness. It is as we look out into this world, I notice that artificial intelligence is able to duplicate just about anyone or anything. And it caused me to remember that it used to be said, only remember, not know, not believe anything you hear, and only half of what you see. But this system, the artificial intelligence has changed that because you can't even believe what you see. And so to be the real thing, rest assured, I am real, I am present, I am consciousness. Through feeling, knowing, you know that within yourself. For it is our privilege to ascend in higher awareness. And it really works. The more conscious you become, the more your body transforms. It's being embodied by a higher awareness that causes all of the functions of the body to work better. Things that were a problem before can disappear. And your past, you let go. It doesn't bother you. You just simply see it in its perspective, in its place. And you find a great freedom through consciousness and this awareness. You find a way of being, a body that is transcending and transforming all conditional realities and beliefs and concepts about what a body is. In consciousness, you are not a slave to the past. In consciousness, you are not limited or bound by beliefs and concepts. In consciousness, you are elevating the very presence that you are in the world. It's not selfish. It's very unselfish because it is supporting humanity. It is supporting humanity to find itself one way or the other, through disaster, through accomplishment. All of it is the work of consciousness. And when we can embrace that moment by moment in our life, our individuals' lives, we facilitate the possibility of the higher awareness that is the consciousness to move and recreate the very minds of humanity, not through enslavement or beliefs, but through allowing. We trust feeling knowing, for that is the directive within ourself, the direct link in consciousness. And through feeling knowing, we transcend our past. We transcend the beliefs and concepts. We live as consciousness, the very presence of consciousness, ever more and more empowered by our knowing, through feeling knowing, to be all that you can be moment by moment is the path. To live that, to embrace that, to encourage that, to move with it. That is a privilege that you have in consciousness. That is a privilege to know, to hear, even to hear these words, to uplift, to inspire, or to encourage, to bring you to a place of all rightness with the world and with yourself. We do not deny what is taking place, but we also are able to look beyond what is taking place. And we see that is not the final word, that is not the final way of being, that is simply a step that must be taken. So we embrace that wholeheartedly, consciously, on purpose. To be the consciousness on purpose is what we are. To allow that, to be that, to encourage that, to inspire others. In consciousness, when you live in that, those around you notice a difference. And that may cause them to question. They say, how can you be so at peace when so much is taking place? Well, in the consciousness, it is the very presence and being of peace and harmony and balance. The world can be out of balance, but we can remain in peace and harmony with the true self, knowing that in this transitional time that is taking place, there is a purpose behind all things. There is a reason behind all things. And through consciousness, you can realize that. and you can become peace, the very presence of peace in all situations. As you allow, as you embrace, as you encourage the transformation that is possible for the very physical body that you are. So you see, we are powerful. We are knowing. Through feeling knowing, we could say almost all knowing. Seeing the connections around us, seeing how things unfold, and having a great confidence in the consciousness that we are. So becoming consciousness is the directive for life. And that's what we are about. We hold that possibility for all of humanity, holding within our awareness that this is the beginning of change and transformation, making way for a higher possibility of human existence. In consciousness, as consciousness, it's still the Neanderthal in the world around us. That's the kind of awareness, that's the change that is taking place. Those that are stuck in conditional reality beliefs and concepts are primitives, needing, looking for, hoping for, but blocked by their very beliefs in the other. You can only know the consciousness as it. It is all that is. So embracing that, one moves into a higher realm of existence and possibilities. It is up to you. You take the step. You are in charge. It is up to you to be consciousness itself.
Chandara says, thanks, Ish.
You're welcome.
And Slava says, thank you, Ishvara.
You're welcome.
So you mentioned artificial intelligence, Ishvara. So you're saying that, as I understand you, that we trust feeling knowing. And in that way, we don't get ensnared by false information that artificial intelligence may be putting out there. Is that correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's all we've got anymore is our feeling knowing, because whatever we see out there can be fabricated, made up. It even makes people appear to say something and it's not even them. So it's a kind of a frightening world when you think about it. So feeling knowing is so important, because through feeling knowing, you detect those false things. You detect the lies. You detect deceptions. That is what the consciousness does for the individual.
And Jochen says, thank you very much.
You're welcome. Thank you for being with us today. And thank you for your love and support. And thank you for being the consciousness itself. The world sorely needs your presence and your awareness. Thank you.